Hello and welcome to Alma, Missouri. Right, 6 o'clock in the morning, August, and we've been operating for just about a year. And I think what we'll do is we'll just go for a morning drive around, which we quite often do. Don't always show it, just to see what's happening, what's been going on overnight, what needs to be done. Stop off at the store first, open the doors so that customers can come in. Everybody wants to buy something nice and early. Right, first thing we can do is go past the tomato greenhouses. It's three. So there's three of each there. Each of those, that's nice. It's pretty much expected. See how much cotton there is. How much cotton? Can I not stop saying that? How much wool there is? So there's another 3 pallets. Let's just get those shifted out of the way quickly. I'll just move them to the side. So we do still have some in. What have I done there? I've pressed A instead of B to release it. We should still have 4, I think, in storage. So we may get those down to wherever the best price would be for them today sometime as well. And just get this one out of the way as well, just so that they can refill while we're working. We've got lots to do today. That will get all our morning chores finished quickly, and then we'll get on to planting some more crops in the fields. And see how that field is that we planted yesterday is doing. Just open the sheds. We've got plenty of food for today, but we'll probably refill later on off camera. Straw, still a reasonable amount in there. Slurry we cleared yesterday while we were planting, so that's not too bad. Wonder when these are going to, they must be pretty close to giving birth now. Let's just check that out. Let's go into the animal part of the farm computer. So we've got some eggs. Cows. Calf. Oh, we've got calves. We've just had calves. Brilliant. So what did we get? We got 3 female Holsteins and 4 males. 7 males. It's not a good return. Not a good return at all. So from our 20 cows, we've got 10 cows, at least we've got 10 calves. Terrible return. I'm going to presume that they all... Oh, there's still some more too. There are still some more to give birth. So not all of them have given birth. But somehow those have given... So, okay, so the 10 cows that we had, we obviously bought them in slightly different times, have given birth, and they've given us 10 calves, 7 males, 3 females. Don't like the male-female percentage, but yeah, the return is 1 per cow. Can't expect any more than that. The 20 cows have not given birth yet. They'll give birth next month by the looks of things, or because they're at 90%, so yeah, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad. We will separate the male calves out. We have to find a place to bring them up till they can get into meat producing territory. You guys, yeah, right. We digress, we've got work to do. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get some stuff done. And how much milk did we have? We got I've only got 2,800 litres of milk. Must be because they're just about to give birth. Okay, so we'll just move that milk into the shop. There's not much there, so we'll go and do that first. Yeah, I'm guessing because we've got the enhanced animal system on that, when the cows get close to giving birth, that they go dry. So it's fair enough. We should at least switch the engine off. Bit overkill for moving the 2,800 litres worth of milk to the shop, but yeah. Oops, nearly drove over our brand new grass. You can see it's growing quite nicely. We didn't go and have a look at the pumpkins, and there must be pumpkins ready as well. Just load up. Just drop this off at the farm shop. We are on the right place. Yes, we are. Okay. Hopefully they'll give us a little bit of income. $5,373. So just under 6,000 with the environment. Score bonus. Nice. Nice little start to the day, considering that there's not much there. But then of course we do have 10 new animals. I'm wondering where I could put a. I think. I'm wondering whether this area. Just get back into here, and then we can get back to the. I'm wondering if we can put a. Beef fattening area, if you want to call it this, male growing area for bullocks for meat in this area here. I have to work that out. In any case, let's get a tractor out so that we can go and deliver there. We'll go and pick up whatever pumpkins there are. I'll switch it off again. Whatever pumpkins there are, and we'll also deliver the tomatoes. We'll take those down if we can get them onto the same trailer. I'm not sure whether that trailer will take both of them at the same time. I'm going to find out now. Right. It's parked where it should be. This little trailer shelter has actually worked quite well. quite nice to have everything so that you know where it is. As we get more and more equipment, it's going to become vital, making sure that you know where everything is stored. Right, so I still didn't go and look to see how many. There's four pellets of pumpkins by the looks of things. Right, this is going to be the first test on. We know this is going to be tight. Let's see how tight. This should be no problem, the first one. I've only got 2. I don't think the eggs are worth moving just yet. Right. That's not too bad. Yeah, so if we've got more than we've got a full lot of pellets to collect, it's going to become a little bit tight. We'll have to consider doing things slightly differently. Maybe just getting a smaller vehicle to pull the trailer through. Oops. Drove into a pellet there. Right, so we can't. So that last one is going to be the one that's creating the problem. So we'll picked up 2 as we went past. That's good, because that means it gives us a angle to get out of there. Well, that's my fault. I just came in too sharp there. Let's just do that properly. Go around. We've got to make sure that we can do this right. Otherwise we need to think of something to pull the trailer through here. I don't want to move the greenhouses at this point in time. Well, that's easy, see, it just cutting too tight. Right, can we get through this way? No. Yeah, so I think maybe we need to just use something a little bit smaller. When we get enough money, we'll get something a bit smaller. It gets out there, right? Considering we would have picked up everything. Let's just nip across and see if the tomatoes will load on. They should. Just have to go and deliver them first. I'm presuming the tomato ketchup factory won't take pumpkins. I know the bakery will take pumpkins. So I don't know whether it'll take tomatoes. We don't want the tomatoes just hanging in the air if we can avoid it. That's all done. This should give us a full load. It's missed something again. It's got to be a little bit of a bug. Let's just undo the straps. Do this. Undo the straps. We'll reset it, and then yep, fully loads. No problem, as they say in the classics. Right, we'll head on down to the ketchup factory first stop, and then we'll go to the bakery after that, and we'll see you when we get down there. Okay, we're just about at the ketchup factory. There's probably going to be some ketchup for us to deliver. Can't remember though. Yes, there's plenty. Let's get this turned in. Undo the straps. Whoops. Don't fall off before you get in there. It's quite a violent release. It's a very slow offload here, these guys are. I suppose they are handling the product delicately, but it's going to be all squished up in any event, so. Or maybe they don't want to lose any juices, I don't know. Pure speculation. Just that. Here we go. We'll come back and fetch those. So try not to get too close to them. Go over the sidewalk again. We're going to see how many the bakery takes of these. Probably got butter and cheese to be collected as well. I think with the ketchup, the first thing we'll do is we'll see how much goes down to, we'll go into the pizzeria. And then we will sell the rest, of course. We do the same with the does the bakery not take pumpkins? It should. Does it have to be activated? We don't own the bakery, do we? No, we don't own the bakery. So we can't activate anything. I'm sure the bakery takes pumpkins. Let's check. These pumpkins, I'll be near the bottom somewhere. I think it's a new product, so there we go, pumpkin. Bakery, yeah. It's not the best price, but is it taken any? No, it's not being taken. Oh, there we go. It's a very small trigger area for at least for the bakery. I mean, we struggled a little bit with the batter in the last episode, or the last time we delivered to it. It's taken quite a bit, so we've still got a bit left over. So it's taken just over 2,000. It should take more than that. It's a very strange figure. There we go, it is taking more. I would have thought it would have taken all 6,000 litres. Surprised if it doesn't. It's taken everything. Right. Not quite sure. I wasn't paying attention to see how much we made there, but it must have been reasonable. Have we got any cheese? Let's have a look, because we need to separate the cheese out. is only one thing of cheese, plenty of butter. So I think the cheese will also try and see whether it needs to go into the bakery, not bakery, to the pizzeria. Let's take that to the pizzeria first. Then we'll take the butter and see how much the bakery takes. Probably not a huge amount. Oh, we got pizzas to deliver as well. I forgot about that. Take all the cheese, yep. Come back and fetch those. Let's go and deliver these to the bakery and then the diner. Pizzas, of course, we'll just have to go up here to the diner. So the cheese didn't generate any income, of course, because it went straight into the diner. Right. It's going a little quicker here. So it looks like it's full. Pick up the pizzas and go and offload everything to the diner. Sell the butter to the diner. We have put quite a bit of butter into the farm shop recently, last month or so, but no problem with putting it into the diner. We might still be able to catch some of it, depends on how it offloads. That's all going. It's not a problem. Not a problem. 32,000 for that little lot. That was a profitable little turn in town. Oh, we still got the tomato sauce to do. Ketchup. Let's go and get that done. Then we can get started on planting some. More fields. Right, as per normal, we'll get back to you once I've offloaded. Once I've loaded the rest of these by hand. Right, you're back with me. Down to the last two. Was a bottle that actually spawned wild from the tomatoes that we've just put in already. So I think this production works quite quickly actually. Might be worthwhile when we start looking to maximize profits to put some more potatoes, some more tomatoes in. I'm going to just nip across the sidewalk here, and as I said, we'll put whatever the pizzeria wants to take first of all. I think we'll do that as routine. First priority is to keep the pizzeria fully stocked, and you get the money that you do for pizzas. Kind of makes sense. Oh, we've got another box of pizzas. Might as well deliver that. Let's just check up on the pizzeria and see how it's doing. Pizza. Yeah, cheese is not quite full, but ketchup is full. Flour is starting to develop a bit of a stock. There's plenty of room for it. It's fine. Let's just nip around and see if we can pick up these pallets of pizzas and get that sold as well. Not a problem. Don't think we'll beat our 32,000 that we got earlier on. Yeah, didn't give it a go at all. 12,000. Not to be scoffed at. Right, let's get this trailer and get everything back to the farm. And we'll see you once we're back there. Right, so we've got the forklift out. Let's go and load up the bales at the back here. Switched off the offloader. Well, I thought I had. Obviously I hadn't. Thank goodness, because I was expecting it to pick up all the bales of all the IBCs, but obviously not. It's good to know. So we'll just park that off here for now. I'm going to get started on the fields, and then once we've got those working out, we will we'll take a trip into town, go and deliver these either to the station or to the animal dealer. Switch the engine off. Right, let me just check the fuel levels and such. Good. Needs a bit of a service. It's good to know that that's got quite a big catchment area for the workshop. I mean, that trailer is quite a way away. Still, maybe because it was connected to the tractor, but yeah. Might have to just top up with fertilizer to start with. Seeds up. Put the rest that was in there. Seeds was just about full, so we'll just go and get some more fertilizer. And then we'll go to the field and decide what we're going to plant and where we're going to plant it. So next month we'll put 2 big fields of wheat and barley in. We'll separate the rest of the fields up into wheat and barley. We were going to keep 2 areas for root crops, but yeah, well, we'll sort it out once we get up there. Let's get this fertilizer sorted out first. Let's just get 2 for now, I think. 2 might be overkill. I'm not going to go short on fertilizer. I mean, we're not going to waste fertilizer with the amount of fields that we have, the size of fields that we have to plant at the moment. No, it's right. The right decision. Yep. Okay, here we go. So let's go and have a look. Right, so first of all we've got, just going to have a look and see how this field is doing. Okay, so on the salty clay we are 100%. I think the loam is not as good, but yeah, it's all growing nicely, kind of where we wanted it to be. So if we call up the precision farming map. Right, so basically the loam area is the one field, is the field that we've got of grass now. So I'm going to kind of square off from the bottom of that field there up to there. I'm going to make that into, I'm going to leave that for a root crop. And I don't think we can plant root crops just yet, but I'm going to plant this part of the field. We've got the ditch running down there, so yeah, we've got the ditch running down there, so we can't really reclaim too much there. We need to plough up this little area here, so we've got a little bit of work still to do before we plant down there. But I think we're going to plant this with, let's have a look and see. Let's go to our planting calendar. I think we'll plant it with canola. Or, no, we'll plant it with rye because that's a new crop. So we'll plant that with rye. We can get that into the bakery. We can make some rye flour, I think. So let's just get this down to the bottom there, and then we'll go and pick up the plough. We'll have to just plough up that little section that I knew it was going to come back to bite me. Can I get down there without travelling on my newly planted grass? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, let's just park that off there and then we'll go and pick up the plough, and we'll just, it's not going to take long to do that. I think in this case, it's such a small area, I'm not going to, well, we'll check out what the liming situation is on the other field, but I think I might just leave that little section unlimed and we'll lime after this next crop growth. So I think the liming on the rest of the field is still within limits. The thing is, when it's within limits, it's probably not 100%, but it's not economically viable to get it back up to 100% in terms of the increase in yield. Just check out, see, yes, pH value is good on this, you see. It's been limed. It's exactly the same. Didn't take any of the lime, even though it's showing lime there, didn't take any of the lime because it's pretty much exactly the same. So I don't think it's worth buying more lime, getting it all sorted out just for this small section here. Right, so I'm just going to square it off from here. To output field creation one. I'm not going to cut off too much of this because I use this little grass area down here to travel to the BGA to get rid of the what do we call it? The digest, not digest, the slurry. The slurry. There we go. Get it right sooner or later. Yeah, so just this little area that really needs to be reclaimed. Yes, it's going to end up being a reasonable sized field of rye because it's going to go all the way to the drainage ditch. When we plant, we'll just leave a little bit of a gap between the two fields. Not quite sure yet how it's going to work out. But we'll find out as we go along. Doesn't have to be exact, just enough to differentiate between the fields. We have to give ourselves a little bit of space just to be able to maneuver without driving over too much crop. Generally speaking, I'm not too worried about driving over grass fields because they recover very quickly, so I'm not too concerned. I don't really want to be making it a highway, but yeah, we want to make it so that we're using courseplay that it's defined well enough to be able to establish which field is which. I think what we'll do is we'll start along the, I think I did hammer one of these cones, I can't remember which one it was. In case the grass is there. So I'm going to move this cone out of the way because I did make an executive decision when I was planting to keep a straightish line instead of just creating this little nook out here of silty clay. So there is a bit of silty clay in this, still a bit of silty clay in this field as well. We'll have to come and recover those cones. Let's probably sell them and put them on eBay and sell them or something. Right, I'm going to go and put this. I was just going to swap these over, but you know what'll happen? This, if I don't put it away now, at least put it in the cleaning area. It'll languish down there at the bottom of the field with it. Bale lay for ages. Just not the right time to collect it. Rather just drop that off and get it done. And get this field started. Right, let's get this hooked up and get started. Oh, there we go. Told you that you have to be careful with these. It's not as crucial now because we know exactly where the field is. So just need to get out and move it out of the way. There we go. Let's just jump back into the tractor. And what did you say? We're going to plant rye. So we need to just put this on so we know what we're doing here. What we do. So select grass, peas. No. Right, there we go. Make sure, yeah, we are on right. This fruit cannot be planted in August, or did I look at the wrong? I bet you I looked at the harvesting. I bet you I looked at the harvesting. Okay, let's just lift it. I'm not going to be planting it now, sir. Just go back into here. Harvest is for orange, green is planting. So canola we can plant. Yeah, so pretty much only canola and alfalfa. So canola it is, because next month we'll plant wheat and barley. Our root crops, sugar beet can't be planted. There's no other root crops that can be planted. Sugar beet is what we want to plant. So we'll keep that field open until March when we can plant that. Yeah, so canola it is. Wheat, barley, oats, canola. So we do want to get these fields as many hectares of this field operating now. As we can. Just to make sure that we are maximizing our lands. Well, as far as possible, of course. I think that's a big enough gap. It's probably not quite wide enough in terms of the track that we've got, but it's fine. We can drive a little bit onto the grass. We should be really planting as much of the loam as we can. I think we will do that. Try and get as close to the field. Let's leave it a little bit defined. think that's where we're going to end this episode. We'll continue working on this field and getting it planted off camera, getting it up to scratch. We'll do a little bit of experiment to see whether courseplay works or not. Give you a bit of feedback on that, and if it were in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we'll catch you in the next one. Cheerio.